Hey mama, are you ready to build connections with other married moms and to feel less isolated? Welcome to Married Moms Take Control. Today we're talking about how common it is for moms to feel isolated in their journey as a wife and a mom. I'm Navart Wilborn, here to guide you through a framework that can help you meet your full potential in your roles as wife, mother, and individual. By the end of this episode, you'll have a better understanding of why having support is so important to building a stronger you in every role that you play. So, I want to talk to you a little bit about the feeling that we all share from time to time. Some of us feel it more often, some of us just feel it every now and then, but the feeling of being isolated, of feeling like we don't have someone that can understand our journey, understand what we're going through when we have those hard mornings or hard nights, or we're just feeling less than as a mom, or unhappy where we are as a wife, all of the things that we struggle with as a woman, whether you're feeling insecure or struggling with confidence or feeling like you're not fulfilled in the roles you play. It's so common for moms to go through this feeling of isolation where they don't feel like they have anyone to talk to who will understand. Yeah, a lot of us have family and friends that we can turn to, but it's hard to know who to confide in. It's hard to know who to share certain things with and what that's going to be, how that's going to be received. Am I going to be met with judgment? Am I going to be met with opinions? Am I going to be met with just, advice that's unsolicited that I'm not asking for? And so a lot of the times we search for a place to belong, a place where someone will get us and understand us and not judge us. And most people don't find that. It's really, really hard. I think it's hard to put yourself out there to even look for that, to be vulnerable, to see if there's someone out there, because I think most people have hard or bad experiences with being open and being vulnerable, that they tend to close themselves up and not want to put themselves in a situation to get hurt. So if this is something that you've struggled with, then you're normal. We all go through that. And it's also really, really important to prioritize finding support and finding people that understand you. And that is why I have made the Facebook group. So I want to tell you about what it's been like this first month or several weeks that I've had this group open, and what I've already noticed and why I am urging you to join. So I've had people in this group who, some of them I know personally and some of them I don't know. Some of them I know professionally because they're my therapy clients, and some of them are family members or friends, and some of them are strangers to me and I've never met them. And having conversations with people who are in the group, whether they are vocal in participating in the group, posting or responding to comments, or if they are just silent observers and just watching and kind of seeing what's going on. I've heard and gotten the pleasure of seeing support build. I've had a few of you who have been really, really good at posting, and whether you're responding to something that I'm asking or just posting something on your own, there is this feeling of support being built, this feeling of non-judgmental environment, other moms that are here for the right reasons, moms who are feeling like they're still, trying to feel out if it's safe to open up, and then putting themselves out there and getting a positive response. And that has been so rewarding to me, because the whole point of this group is to have a safe place to be supported, to be understood, and to not ever be met with judgment. We all walk our own journey as moms, as wives, as women, but there are certain things that we can all relate to or understand in each other. And even if we can't understand it or relate to it, the people that I am inviting into this group and allowing to be in this group are people who have a heart of compassion and a desire to support. And I am very intentionally cultivating this Facebook group a certain way, because we've all been invited or have joined other like public groups on Facebook. I mean, there's no shortage, but unfortunately, a lot of the time they turn into a place for people to just do the venting part, the complaining part. And there's a lot of judgment comments of unsolicited opinions and advice that are very sometimes harsh and just really uncalled for. But even in groups, I've been in certain groups that I'm like, wow, this is a group of like-minded women where, we're all coming from the same background, or we're all dealing with the same thing. Surely this will be a safe place. And then unfortunately, it doesn't stay that way. And what is different about the group that I have created, and if you're not already in it, please join it. It's called Married Moms Take Control. It's the same name as the podcast. But what I love about it is that I run it. I am a therapist. I am a relationship coach and a coach for moms who are working on personal growth. And I am intentional with what is going to be in the group. And what I mean by that is it is just a place for support. There are rules that exist to protect us, to keep us safe, and to keep us positive, but also to allow hardship to be shared and to be dealt with the proper way. So a lot of these awesome groups that I've been in have grown so tremendously, and the administrators have a hard time managing it because there are too many people there. That is not their full-time job. That it's just a kind of a thing they wanted to build for the community, but it's not monitored and cultivated correctly. And this group is different because I am monitoring it, cultivating it. I am building it based on what I, as a therapist and a mom and a wife and a woman, know is safe, and how it will protect you and how it will allow you to receive the kind of support that you need to receive. So I am very, very happy with how it has grown. My goal is not to build this group to see just how many numbers we can get. It's how do we build it with the right people? How do we bring the right people? And of course, I would love to see the numbers grow, because the more people we have in here, the more people we can support. But I would rather have a small group filled with the right women and the right kind of people to support each other than a group just big on numbers to get, whatever numbers. Not my thing. I would love to see you think about what it is that you need support with, and to take a chance to post it in this group and to see what you're met with. If you take a chance, you post something you're struggling with, and you get a negative response, then I have failed. And I will not fail. I'm telling you right now. My goal is to give you the support. And so my challenge to you is pick something that you're going through this week, something that you're not feeling great about, or maybe it's something you want to celebrate, but most likely it's going to probably end up being something you don't feel great about. Last week, I had a hard morning where I had a parent fail. I felt like crap about myself. And the first thing, because I've got this group on my mind and I've got you all on my mind, so it came more naturally to me. But the first thing I did was I turned my camera on literally while I was driving, had my phone propped. Don't worry, I was safe. And I spoke about my struggle that morning and what I was feeling really guilty about as a mom, how I feel like I had just made a mistake and was feeling bad about it. And as soon as I finished recording it and posting it, I felt relieved. The issue was still there, but the mom guilt dissipated. The intensity of it just lessened, and it was because I got it out, in a place that I knew I would be safe, a place where I knew the people listening to it would be compassionate, empathetic, and just would receive it without judgment. And that felt really, really good. And that it just reinforced to me why I created this group, because I know what it's like to work with women. That is my job. I work with women who are struggling. And when they don't have anyone to turn to who will be non-judgmental and just be inviting, that is a very difficult place to be. It is very isolating. And I have the benefit as a therapist of being the one that gets to comfort, receive, help, do all the things for those people, for those women. And I am trying to generalize that more to this group. And so my challenge to you is, if you haven't already, join the group, give it a chance. More importantly, once you join, take a risk. Let me help you. And you kind of, the benefit is you get some free therapy, right? If you allow yourself to put yourself out there, I will respond to that. And if it's something that, I will give it a thoughtful response. I will reach out to you if that's something that we need to talk about. But you get not just me, but there are other therapists in this group. I have a lot of friends that are therapists, and a lot of them are in this group. And so you will get support, not just from fellow therapist moms, but fellow moms, fellow wives, fellow women who have more experience on a lot of things than I do. And the support and even if it's just, oh, I feel you, I went through that, something similar to that too, or hang in there, mama. Like, there's just something about that feels great. And I don't know about you, but it's really nice to not have to go and tell all the details of a story to a friend or a spouse or whatever, to just be able to put a little bit of it out there and just have someone else say, hey, I'm thinking about you. It's going to be okay. So that is my challenge to you. I'm going to kind of wrap up with this last piece because this isn't a long episode, but I want to wrap up with a little piece of something. I sent out a survey. It was an anonymous survey, and I had, I think, 23 of you fill it out. And it brought so much joy to me because that took vulnerability. Even though it was anonymous, it's so hard to sit down and put it on and put the words on a Google form. But why I'm saying it takes guts is because you had to sit with your feelings about some of the things that aren't great and some of the things that you wanted to be better in or have go better in your life. Those are the same kinds of things that you can post. There was nothing posted in any of those forms that if you were to post that in this group, you would be judged for. There will be people who understand, there will be people who don't. But one of the things that I saw that surprised me, I'm going to be very honest with you, it surprised me. I asked a question on what's a dream result that you would like to have in about 6 months if you were to join an online membership group of women, right? So if we do this, what I'm doing with you right now, but we'd be live. I'd have a group of women in a Zoom. We would be talking. We would be, commiserating and really have that camaraderie, working through some of the things, maybe, guided lessons mixed with support. And of the 23 people that filled the survey out, I think 18 said that one of their dream results would be to make safe mom friends. That shocked me because, to be honest, I know a lot of women who have good friends but don't feel like they can talk about some of the most vulnerable parts of like their marriage or their feelings of struggles as moms with those friends, because at the end of the day, they're connected to someone else or connected to their spouse, whatever. There is a kind of a barrier there. And the feedback that I got and the desire to make safe mom friends shocked me and lit my heart up all at the same time, because I was just like, we can do this. Like, I can create this. My community of women can create this because I know who's in my group, and the people that I don't know are invited by people that I do know and I trust them. So that really made me excited. And that's why I decided to make this the topic of today's episode, is because as I build this membership program that I'm building for you, and when I say I'm building it, like, I am building it, I am cultivating it, I am working hard to figure out the best kind of group to create for you where we can meet live online and really be here for each other. And it's not just a support group, it's a very intentional group of psychoeducation mixed with support, mixed with coaching, all kinds of stuff. And it is rooted heavily in the responses and the common themes in all the questions that I ask 6 questions. It's amazing how many of you answered very similarly to each other. So I know I'm on the right track. I know what I'm building is going to be powerful, and I know that you will benefit from it. And so I want this episode to challenge you. Join my group, put yourself out there. If you post in that group, you will not regret it. Just try it. Take a risk. It won't hurt. No matter how big the struggle is or how little the struggle is, take a chance. See what you get. All right, that's all I got for you today. I will hopefully see you in the Facebook group. And if you haven't filled out my survey and still would like to give me your anonymous thoughts, please do. I will link the link to join the Facebook group and the link to the survey will all be in the show notes for today's episode. They're on my regular Facebook profile. And you can reach out to me and I'll give it to you. So, again, Facebook group is called Married Moms Take Control. And I hope to see you there. All right. Thanks, ladies. Bye.